Assertive discipline was conceptualized in 1970 by Lee Carter. He had a love for children and a background in social work. The paths led him to see that no student should ever prevent a teacher from teaching or keep another student from learning. In my interpretations, is like if a classroom was to have laws like a city in order to thrive and live. It must be laid out in black and white, and if they aren't followed, there has to be consequences. The teacher must be consistent no matter how long the process takes. It works well because the students see the teachers firmly requesting a standard of behavior and that he or she is going to take assertive steps to ensure the students respect their wishes. This method has the teacher giving them clear, firm direction, which, if followed, is met with positive reinforcement. If not followed, that undesired behavior is met with a negative consequence. Students are not viewed as enemies and not treated with a hostile or sarcastic attitude. Rather, students are viewed as allies who are expected to cooperate for the good of the classroom. To use the assertive discipline, it makes the teacher in charge and makes him or her the boss of the classroom. It doesn't use intimidation. You don't threaten the students. You don't use sarcasm, even with teenagers. It allows for differences of personalities, and it gives you the chance to build the supportive relationships with each other. If you're the teacher in the classroom, you wanted to use assertive discipline, you could think of, okay, I'm not going to take any students stopping me from teaching today. They're not going to stop another student from learning. I am not going to take it, but I am not going to be mean and lose my attitude with them. Whenever a student chooses to behave appropriately, I'm going to recognize it. I'm going to reinforce the consequences. When they act positively and we're doing great, I'm going to reinforce with positivity. The students need to expect that the rules are going to be clear, black and white, easy rules. You want to catch that student being good. That's one of the cool things about this. How often do you get to say, I'm going to get to reward somebody for being good? Recognize them. Call them out. Hey, Bob, I am so proud of you for sitting there not talking today. I am proud of you. Thank you. Consistently let them know you're happy with them. Sometimes you're their only happy that they have. Reward them. Have a treasure box. I have one in my classroom right now. It is literally a pirate treasure box full of candy, dollar store prizes, and if we catch you being good, you get to come see that once a week. Again, with the negativity, you have to follow through. Not only in the classroom, but in parenting. Follow through with the consequences for breaking rules. Assertive discipline is an easy, effective system to use. All right, here's an example. This is what you would not do. Student raises their hand. Student won't raise their hand and just continues to blurt out and blurt out. You lose your cool. He loses his cool. You end up taking him out of the classroom, sending him to the principal. Not what we're looking for here. With the assertive discipline, child doesn't raise his hand, you acknowledge him, state the expectation, and continue again. And guess what? The student continues to do it. And guess what you do? You continue to do it calmly. Hey, you know our expectations in here. That's not going to fly. Repetitive reinforcement without losing your cool is key. That method he calls the broken record method. Just continuously doing it until the child complies. My favorite takeaway from the assertive discipline is trying to catch a child being good. Students crave structure and rules. We as the educators have to remember we're here for them if nothing else. When they're done with their classroom, the world will eat them alive if they don't understand that actions have consequences.